Hey nerd family, and welcome back to another video. Today we're discussing a little bit of what's going on with Roku as the streaming wars heat up here. Before we go ahead and jump into that, I'm going to go ahead and roll that intro and I'll see you back here in a second. Alright guys, welcome back. I hope everyone out there is staying safe and staying healthy. If you haven't already checked out thenerdcircle.com, make sure to head over there and check it out. It's still a work in progress, but we definitely got some things over there for you. If you haven't followed along on social media, make sure to head over to Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter at Real Nerd Circle. Make sure to follow along. We are posting some things over there when it's not quite time for a video just yet, so you don't want to miss out. And if you haven't already subscribed to this channel, make sure to go ahead and subscribe. Ring that notification bell so that way you get notified of any new videos to come out so you guys don't miss a thing. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and jump into today's video. So there's been some things going on with Roku here that may put them in a little bit of hot water as far as more people go ahead and jump in with the Roku devices here. So there's still some time left before anything actually happens, but I do want you guys to have enough time if you have Roku devices to make sure to go ahead and install these applications before they ultimately do pull the plug. So if you guys don't know, that Roku and Google have been kind of battling it out for months now, and it's about time for them to re-sign the contract, and it doesn't seem like they're going to go ahead and agree on anything here, so you may want to go ahead and take action here. If you haven't heard, they've been having some issues back with YouTube TV, and they did pull the plug on YouTube TV on Roku devices, so if you don't currently have the YouTube TV application installed, you won't be able to install it in the future unless they come to an agreement. So what YouTube did was they went ahead and just put the YouTube TV link inside of the YouTube app. So if you had the YouTube app on Roku, you could still access your YouTube TV account. It was just a little back door. But now the actual YouTube application on Roku is coming up where they are no longer going to be renewing it if they don't come to an agreement. So if you don't have the full YouTube application, you won't be able to get YouTube or YouTube TV if they don't come to an agreement by December 9th of 2021 here. So it's coming up pretty quickly. So if you have a Roku device in your house and you do like to watch YouTube videos from time to time, make sure you have that YouTube app installed before December 9th, because if you don't have it installed, you will no longer be able to install it unless in the future they come to an agreement and they allow it to be installed again. So please make sure you get that YouTube app installed. Now, not only are they having some battles with Google over here and with the YouTube applications, but they're also having some battles with Amazon. Now, there's not any hard dates on this just yet, so as soon as I get some information as far as any dates, I'll make sure to post it over on social media and then make a new video for it in the future. But just like they're having some issues with YouTube, they're having issues over with Amazon Prime Video. So they bundle in IMDb TV, which is owned by Amazon, with the Amazon Prime Video app to any of the devices that they make the agreements with. And Roku is having issues getting the agreement settled for the IMDb TV, so they may also be losing the Amazon Prime Video application. And that's a pretty big thing. Both YouTube TV and Prime Video together, I think those are probably the most important applications because they have a lot of things that go in hand with them, whether it be NFL or other sports that you like to watch on there. They have a lot of other content up there as well. So I do think that it's going to be a pretty hard hit for Roku if they lose both of those. But again, if you are someone who has a Roku device and you don't currently have the Prime Video or also the IMDb TV application installed on those devices, go ahead and make sure to get it installed as soon as you can, just so that way if they don't come to an agreement, at least you should still be able to use it and not have to worry about anything going forward. I am hoping that they come to some kind of agreement because I put out a video not too long ago, make sure to check it out if you haven't watched it, about how Roku I was underrating this whole time, and I still stand by that. But if they're going to lose Amazon Prime Video as well as IMDb TV, and if they're going to lose YouTube with YouTube TV, I mean, they're dwindling down the content, and they're making it where it's not going to be a device that can really be recommended by too many people. Yeah, there's still a lot of other apps out there, but those are two of the bigger apps that I think if they lose those contracts, it's going to be hurting them. And not to mention that if they no longer have a contract with Amazon, you're probably not going to see Roku devices up on Amazon, or Roku, TVs or anything else that they sell. It's probably not going to be listed on Amazon, which may or may not matter to you. And if they don't have the agreements over with Google, I wonder how many ads we're going to see across Google selling Roku devices. So just some things to keep in mind there. But I'm hoping that they can come to some agreements so we don't have to go down this path. But just wanted you guys to be aware that if you own a Roku device and you don't have these applications already installed, I'd go ahead and get them installed pretty quickly just to make sure you don't lose any access to anything there. But we'll go ahead and keep our eye on this as more information unfolds here. But I know that December 9th date is creeping up pretty quickly here, so I wanted you guys to have some time there. And if anything, I'll make sure to go ahead and post it over on social media if it's something that needs to be put out quickly. And then if it needs to have another video, I'll make sure to go ahead and post another video. If you guys have any questions on this, go ahead and leave it in the comments down below. Now, of course, if there's anything I forgot to mention, you'll find it in the description down below. If there's anything that you saw that I forgot, please make sure to leave it in the comments so I can go ahead and touch base on it there, and we can put it in a future video. But what do you guys think? Is this going to stop you from buying Roku devices in the future if they're going to have all these different problems with these other companies? And I'd also like to know, how many of you guys own Roku devices already? Don't forget to follow along on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Real Nerd Circle. But I do hope you guys got something out of this video here today. That's all I got for you today. Of course, if you like this video as much as I enjoyed making it, please go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Don't forget to ring that bell so you get notified of any new videos to come out. You can also follow the links on the screen to the older videos. Please make sure to share this video across any social media platform that you like. And until next time, guys, stay nerdy.